Hi guys, welcome to another tutorial. I am Josef Bodnar and I invite you to another tutorial relating to project school registration system project. This project is a database project done using Visual C# and Microsoft SQL Server. This tutorial has the goal to fill in this class combo box. To do so, we have to create the first table here inside Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio, and after we should insert the value inside the table. Okay, and finally at last we have to bring the value of class tables inside this form, inside this class combo box using Visual C# code. So I'm gonna go back here in Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio, and I'm gonna to release another query, and I'm gonna to use this statement use and the name of database which is school registration. I do this in order to select our database, and I'm going to give a click on execute, and here you go. Check here the messages window. If you receive this message, commands completed successful, or you can check if your database was selected here in this drop down list. The name of database should appear inside this drop down list. All right, so our database was selected, as you can see, and the next is to create a class table. I'm going to do so using Transact SQL Server statements. I'm going to use this keyword create, and next is another keyword table, and the name of the table class, parentheses. Inside the parentheses I'm gonna to name the columns of this table. The first column is the primary key, and I'm gonna to name it class ID, type integer, primary key, and I'm gonna to attach this property identity to this column, which is a primary key column, parentheses, and I'm going to write here 1, comma 1. The first one is actually the starting point, is the seed. That means the SQL Server will start to count the primary key for this column, class ID, starting with 1, and the second one is the incrementation. So the first one will be incremented by 1. The first will be 1, the next one 2, because 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, and so on. All right, the next column, comma, will be the class name. Type is varchar, because it's going to be a string, and the length of strings 50. I think it is enough. All right, so let's execute this statement. Selected, and click on execute. Check here in messages, commands completely successful. That means your table was created successfully. You go and check here in your database, click on this plus icon, which will expand your database. Your table won't appear automatically inside your database or inside your tables component, I think. Let's check it. It's here, it appeared. All right, sometimes you need to refresh. You just if your table doesn't appear after you create it, you just select the tables, right click, and click on refresh. But this time it appeared after I expanded the database. All right, so this is our table class expanded, and here you can expand columns, and here is our columns for this table class, class ID, which is the primary key, the next one class name, which is string type, varchar, and the length is 50. The next is to insert values inside this table using this keyword insert, another keyword into, and now the name of your table class. I like to select it from this IntelliSense list, and now another keyword values, yeah, parentheses, single quote, because I'm going to write a string here inside this parentheses. So I'm going to write like that, class, let it be 1. So this is a instance, is a exemplification. So you can adjust this as you wish. All right. Okay. Let's select this and click on execute. All right. Another one. 2 or the second. Execute. 3. Execute. 4. Execute. 5. Executes. I think it is enough. This is a example, so you can adjust as you want. I put a few classes inside this table. Alright, so let's select the table and let's see if our values was inserted properly. Select asterisk from class. Alright, good. Now select this statement, please. Click on execute. Here you go. Go down here and you will see your table. We've got 2 columns, class ID, which is a primary key. You can see how your primary key was automatically counted by SQL Server, because I didn't insert actually the primary key. If you have noticed that, yeah, it's incremented by 1, as you can see, because I use this identity. The starting point is 1, yeah, and next is 2, because the 1 was incremented by 1, which is equal to, and so on, 3, 4, and 5, and here is the class name, class 1, class 2, and so on. All right, now we have to bring these values of this table class inside this form, student form, and namely inside this class combo box. Yeah. How we do this? We go inside the code of student form, right click, select view code, and here inside this code we have to write a method. Let's check how I can insert this method. I'm going to check the class. Yeah. Alright, so this is the curly brackets for class, because I have to insert my class inside this public partial class, yeah, otherwise I will receive errors. So okay, so here you go, enter. I'm going to create a public void method, and I'm going to name it class parentheses curly brackets, enter. And because the code is about similar with this one from this method, I'm going to copy this code lines with Ctrl+C, and but first of all I should use this try catch exception, yeah, to avoid any exception errors. All right, curly brackets. And now here inside the try body, inside the try curly brackets, I'm going to paste this with Ctrl+V. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to make the changes here inside the code. I don't need this. I need the class table. I don't need this actually. All right. Good. Here you go. And here let's go to student form and check the name for this class combo box, CBM class. All right, let's go back inside the code. CBM class. All right, good. Now I'm going to copy this and paste it inside, paste it here above this CBM county to replace it with the CBM class, which is the name of class combo box. All right, and here I need a class name. Let's check, yeah, class name. Check the name of the column. All right, good. Class and class ID. Okay, let's do a check. This object data PT was created by this by instance of this class SQL data adapter, which will store this SQL command and this object with a method which will connect and open the connection with SQL Server. The next one is an object DT created by this class data table, which will store this the records of this table class. The object will be filled in with the values of this table class using this method fill. Yeah, and now I'm gonna starting with this code line 92. I use this property data source to find the source where I bring the values from this table class, which now are stored by this object DT, and now the next will display the next two line codes. 93 and 94 will display the class name inside the class combo box. But to be effective, this method, I should copy the name of the method, or you can write it by hand. You do as you wish, and I have to go inside the constructor and write or paste it the method here inside semicolon inside the constructor in order that this method to be effective. All right, okay, now let's start this this application. This is our main form. I'm going to release the student form. Click on this button, and here you go. As you can see now, that this class combo box was filled in with class, yeah, class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, class 5, which actually are these values which was inserted here in SQL Server Management Studio inside this table class. All right, okay, and in the last video tutorial I filled in the values inside this combo boxes, country, town and county. I'm going to select the country, United States, and this will make automatically to be selected the counties attached to United States, or the states in this case, because in the United States the counties are named states, if I know well. All right, so Florida, California, and the town attached to the country, and attached to the country and to the county. Yeah, all right, so that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video tutorial. I'm waiting for you to watch my other video tutorials and the tutorials relating to this school registration system project. Okay, thank you, see you next time, bye bye.